focus a little bit on India Upfront tonight. Viewers, the Indian state rightly recognizes casteism as a social evil associated with the Hindu tradition. There are laws to punish it, stringent laws. But what if I told you that at least 2 governments in 2 large states in this country are seeking to reward casteism in other faiths? Yes, viewers. So they go out there and they repudiate, criticize casteism in the Hindu fold, but viewers, they're seeking to benefit or reward casteism in other faiths. Now viewers, you will be astounded to hear this, because you will say that this reeks of duplicity. Wouldn't this be perpetuating the caste system across other faiths also? Wouldn't this be discriminating against Hindus in isolation, singling them out, saying that you have something called caste and this is not right, but then turning a blind eye when caste manifests itself in other faiths and doing nothing about it, in fact benefiting it, rewarding it, incentivizing it? This is precisely why tonight I am taking a position against the resolution passed by the Tamil Nadu government in the State Assembly, calling upon the centre, the Modi government, to extend quotas and other benefits to those Dalits who have left the Hindu fold and become Christians, viewers. The other state that has done exactly this is Andhra Pradesh. Now, if the primary reason for leaving the Hindu fold is because of the caste system, the discrimination that an individual faces within the Hindu fold, then why should those who convert carry their caste with them? After all, are they not converting to another religion to escape casteism in the Hindu faith? They're escaping this, viewers. They hope to be liberated in other religions, freed from the clutches of caste. By now continuing benefits to the converted, isn't the state incentivizing a mass exodus from the Hindu fold? Viewers, this is a recipe for dividing Hindus and driving Hinduism to extinction. If every Hindu can potentially avail of both the allurements offered by the new faith to convert and the benefits of reservation provided by the state in their new faith, won't he or she feel motivated to convert? You almost get a prize. Remember, viewers, India is the cradle of Hindu civilization. This philosophy has survived brutal Islamic invasions and Christian settler colonization. There have been periods in history when Hindus have been forced into converting. Mass conversion in the face of threats was a lived reality. Only the inherent resilience of the Hindu tradition, our tolerance, ensured that indigenous Hindu culture was not wiped out. In just about every other part of the world that encountered Islam and Christianity, indigenous faiths have perished. Look at South America, look at Africa, look at Australia, look at Europe, viewers. Look at the Middle East. One hoped that the pressure on the Hindus would considerably ease after independence. But that hasn't been the case, as today's developments demonstrate, viewers. Hinduism is not a proselytizing religion like the Abrahamic faiths. Hindus don't convert others into their faith. This creates, however, an unequal playing field where Hindus are at an inherent disadvantage. And if the rules of the game are skewed against Hindus and in favor of others, we could disappear as a people sooner than later. Let me now tell you a little bit about Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's move. This morning, his government tabled a resolution in the Assembly urging the Union government to provide reservations to Dalit Christians. The resolution seeks to amend the laws to provide reservation to those from the SC community who have converted to Christianity. Viewers, this is a palpable and patently selective attack on one faith. Now, the reaction to this has been critical. The opposition in the state, led by the BJP, has criticized this decision, pointing out that the Supreme Court on 2 occasions has rejected demands to extend quotas to converted Hindus. Watch this, viewers.
Even though if they are converted to another religion, they are still treated as Dalits. That is the problem. And there is a committee appointed by the government of India which had gone into it and had recommended to the union government that they should be given reservation. They should be included in the reservation. And that is what our resolution also says.
Historical facts says that both in Christianity and Islam, there is no untouchability prevails. The Chief Minister, Mr. Stalin, has to say or has to, confirm that whether there is caste prevails in Christianity or Islam.
Viewers, the Tamil Nadu government, its move ignores the Supreme Court's rulings, saying that once a person converts out of Hinduism, he loses the right to enjoy benefits that he received when he was a discriminated minority within the Hindu fold. Viewers, there are several examples of this, and let me take you through some of those, especially the Supreme Court judgments in these matters. There's also, of course, a Madras High Court order. Let's begin with that first. In 2022, Madras High Court said conversion only states that petitioners become Muslim. When a Hindu converts to Islam, he is just a Musliman. His place not determined by his caste before conversion. The Supreme Court in 2015 said 3 things to be established by the beneficiary of caste. He is from caste recognized by Constitution. There has been reconversion to original religion. Evidence establishing acceptance by community, even if one not substantiated, recognition not possible. Supreme Court in 75, once a person becomes a Christian from Hindu, social disabilities due to Hindu religion cease. No longer necessary to give him protection, so he is deemed not to belong to scheduled castes. This is what the Supreme Court clearly says, viewers, and he said that. The Supreme Court said it in 1975. So that was a very long time back, 48 years ago, and that is held. Now, viewers, we know that casteism is a reality, and many have rightly pointed out the evils of stigmatizing others, especially within the Hindu fold. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said caste system is based on the dogma of predestination. Virtue has become caste-ridden, morality caste-bound. Caste has killed public spirit and destroyed public charity. He's very right in saying that. There are others who have said the same, if not more. But viewers, we were always told that Islam and Christianity were homogeneous. There was no caste boundary there, but it now appears that this is not true. Listen to how many converts have realized that their newly adopted religion isn't free of caste oppression either. Let me read you some examples. Viewers, the Dalit Christian liberation movement. What does it say? Caste discrimination against Dalits within the Catholic Church continues. Demanding equal rights to Dalits at all levels within Church. Appoint Dalit Archbishop to end discrimination in Christianity, in Christians. Church of South India said rights of Dalits undermined by nationalist Hindu government. We demand full legal recognition of Christian Dalits. There are many other examples, viewers, in fact much more strident than these two, where there are people who have converted to Christianity and have written letters and reports saying that they're still treated like Dalits. Untouchability is still practiced against them. And now, viewers, by extending or demanding the extension of benefits to these converts, viewers, aren't we perpetuating, aren't we rewarding the continuation of this abhorrent practice in another religion? The question is why? Is vote bank politics behind the demand that has been repudiated by the top court twice? Can it be denied that this is an attempt to encourage conversions from Hinduism? These are some big questions, and I'm going to put them out on your screens. Caste is rightly deemed a social evil in Hinduism, then why is it being rewarded in Christianity? or in another faith? Will the resolution only serve to perpetuate the carrying of caste to other communities? What explains the reluctance to back anti-conversion law to discourage conversions? You know, these are some very basic questions, because if this continues, if this is accepted, that's the end, really. That's the end. There'll be an existential crisis that the Hindu tradition will face in this country. Let's open this up. Let's open this up. We're joined first by Dr. Subramanian Swamy, former member of the Rajya Sabha. Dr. Swamy, let me ask you this. Is vote bank politics behind the demand that has been rejected by the top court twice? What is happening here?
No, it's a kind of a sinister move on the part of the DMK because they want the scheduled caste to convert to Christianity, but the scheduled castes have got these benefits of reservations and you know, in both in education and in employment, and they don't want to give it up. So they've come up with this cockeyed idea that you can retain it even after you become a Christian. But Christianity has always criticized Hinduism for this untouchability, and now you can't say that the Christians are also accepting untouchability as part of Christianity, and by bringing them in and treating them as a special category for untouchability. So I think fortunately Stalin does not have the power as a state chief minister to get this done. So he has appealed to the center to accept the resolution passed by the assembly, and he'll be thrown into the waste paper basket in Delhi.
Well, Dr. Swamy, can it be denied that this is an attempt to encourage conversions from Hinduism?
Yes, in Tamil Nadu, the Christian missionaries are in very large numbers, and always have been, and they have always faced this roadblock, because the other castes are, you know, don't want to convert because they know that they are already well off. There's nothing new that's going to happen by becoming a Christian. But the scheduled castes, because of these reservations and availabilities, they are also not coming. In fact, Christian population after all these years is still the same stagnant 2%. Yeah. Because although there's a lot of propaganda about Christians converting and so on, but it has been very limited, and they have not been successful, and they think that the scheduled caste population is the target. Well, and that's why they want to make it. They can come and they will continue to get reservations.
Well, Dr. Swamy, I see a profound duplicity, hypocrisy here. The point is that, yeah, caste is rightly deemed a social evil in Hinduism. But then why is it being rewarded in Christianity? If people convert from Hinduism and go into Christianity, they go into a casteless system and they are liberated from caste. But here, viewers, by demanding that they should continue to be given quotas, what are you doing? You are saying that in Christianity there is discrimination, there is caste system, but we will reward it here. There we will repudiate it. Here we will reward it. How does this work, doctor?
Very well put. Quite right. I am really surprised whether the Pope in Vatican is going to like this, whether this has their approval. If it does happen, it means there's a bankruptcy even in the Vatican, because it completely overturns whatever Christianity stood for and whatever they've been preaching all these years, that they accept that untouchability can be part of your society. They should say that you become a Christian, you are liberated, you are no more an untouchable. Instead of saying that, they said, no, you can remain as an untouchable, you can get all your things from the society, from the state, and still be a Christian. And that's precisely what you put it in very colorful terms.
Well, viewers, thank you very much, Dr. Swamy. You always do the plain speaking on national TV. You set the agenda ready, and I want to open this up. Viewers, let's ask some basic questions. Let's ask some basic questions of our panelists tonight. And the DMK's leading legal mind is also here with us, Mr. A. Saravanan. Mr. Saravanan, look, you can criticize, rightly so, the existence of caste system and discrimination, etc. in the Hindu faith, but that's why people convert out of it. They go to a better place, so to speak. That's what they say, to liberate themselves from casteism. Now, what you're saying is that, fine, you become a Christian, but we will continue to give you the benefits that you have enjoyed, that you have got from the state, that you deserve because of all the disadvantages that you suffer in the Hindu fold. Now, sir, I want to ask you this, and it's a very, very basic question, because it's being thrown up by your opposition, the BJP that walked out today, did not vote, as you know. They are saying that, what are you doing? You are attempting to encourage conversions from Hinduism. You want to exterminate the faith so that people can leave. And they know that on the other side, not only will they be liberated, but they'll continue to get benefits. So is that your game plan? And the DMK, I know, has a problem with, Brahmanism and all sorts of other things. And you have expressed it. Some of your leaders have been absolutely scathing and used some revolting terms. But you're entitled to, fair enough. But is that the game plan here?
Yeah, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. M.K. Stalin, our leader, has passed this historic resolution seeking a constitutional amendment that Adi Dravida Christians who convert, Adi Dravida, Dalits, or whoever converts to Christianity should also be accorded the same status as that of SC, and they should continue to get those benefits. See, you are saying, oh, they are going to Christianity and they are liberated. Yes, they have converted to Christianity so that they will be out of the oppressive caste system. Yeah. But why do we have reservation? We have reservations.
No, you're not answering the question,
the inequality, the thousands and thousands years of suppression. No, I'm coming to it. Suppression is remedied. They have been earlier denied opportunities just because they were Adi Dravidas, they were STs, they were OBCs. So on that ground, we are seeking that they should be given benefits now. Just because they are changing their religion, how does the perpetual inequality they have suffered vanishes? It does not.
Why not, sir? They go to a tradition, they go to a faith.
Or anybody who's opposed.
No, then why do they convert?
See, they want to, they get converted to get liberated from the oppressive caste system.
So
of
you're
the
saying
Hindus.
there is no caste
that
system.
Does not take away
so you're
the oppression.
No, hang on.
They have been so long faced.
How? Who will oppress them once they are Christians? No one?
How? No. The benefit is given to them because they were oppressed.
This
is the basic premise.
They are no longer
the BJP
now.
Is not able to understand this basic premise because I'll tell you.
Did the Supreme Court also not understand the premise?
Hindus.
Sir,
of
please,
the upper caste Hindus.
Let me
by
point
the
out.
upper caste Hindus.
Let me point out what the Supreme Court has said.
Yes. Let me complete. You are wrong. Rahul, you are wrong. I'll point that out. I'll point that out. See, the Supreme Court is still hearing the petition that SC status should be given to convert Dalits. Filed in 2004 is still pending before the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has dismissed a petition which has challenged the formation of the panel of consideration whether the Christian Dalits who converted to Christianity should be accorded SC status. That petition was dismissed by the Supreme Court. The main petition, whether they should be accorded the Dalit status or not, is still pending before the Supreme Court. Which judgment you are talking about? I am not aware.
Well, sir, the facts are looking straight back at you. The 1975 Supreme Court judgment, the 2022 Madras High Court judgment said that a person cannot carry his community of birth after conversion by delivering a judgment on a petition by U. Akbar Ali who sought reservation benefits. You know this. You are obviously trying to
Yes.
not address the issue.
Pending
Now, I just
since
want to ask you.
2004.
Can I ask you, sir, please?
Pending since 2004.
Mr. Saravanan, can I
No,
just
no,
ask
pending since 2004.
Can I just
Pending
ask
since
you a simple
2004.
question, sir? Can I just ask you a simple question? As of today,
Yes.
as of today, this is not recognized by the Supreme Court. I can't predict, neither can you, what the Supreme Court is going to do tomorrow. If a matter is under the Supreme Court's consideration, all the more you should not be passing a resolution. Do you want to bring the center into contempt? Obviously you do, because, let me tell you, viewers, and I want to ask you a question. No, I'm asking you a question. Very simple, Mr. Saravanan. Does Christianity have caste system?
Yeah, please.
Does Islam and Christianity have caste? Do they preach it? Do they propagate it? I'm asking you a simple question.
Yes, I'm not an expert on Islam or Christianity or any theology. So I'm not the qualified person to answer that. All we are saying is that these people have faced oppression.
So what a slippery
lost
character.
opportunities because
Sir,
of that
today you're
oppression.
proving to be a slippery character, and I don't.
Let them give that
you're
benefit.
proving to be a slippery character.
Let me know. Answer.
Mr. Saravanan.
Answer. Let me.
Come on.
No.
Be honest.
Rahul, allow me to speak.
You just said to me 5 minutes back that people convert to liberate themselves from the stranglehold of caste.
Court, how come you have passed a resolution?
So
Don't you know how our legal
you?
system operates?
Can
how
I
this
ask you?
constitutional democracy operates?
Mr. Saravanan, this is about propriety. This is not about rights. Excuse me.
They don't interfere with each other.
Okay, fair enough, sir. You're a sage. All I'm saying is, if there is a law of the land which still stands, one should obey it. Of course you can do what you want to. Of course you can. The state assembly can. That gives you the right. But is it right? Doesn't it militate against the spirit of the law? Of course it does.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So why are you doing it? Why are you doing it?
Absolutely.
Anyhow.
Then why should you
let me point out one thing.
Just one second. Let me open this up.
Question to the BJP.
Let me open this up.
This is important.
Let me open this up.
Rahul, this is important. Ask this. No. Rahul, that's what. This is important. Ask this question. Allow me 10 seconds. Ask this question. Then, if you say so, if the BJP thinks so, why did they form a panel? If the law is already settled, if the Dalit converts cannot have the same status when they convert to Christianity, why did the BJP government form a panel under the chairmanship
Mr. Saravanan, so that the issue can be examined?
Why did they do that?
1 second, so the issue can be...
Are they in contempt?
Okay, Mr. Saravanan, please.
Are
now,
they
1
in
second.
contempt?
Okay, can you hold your horses, because I've spent about 10 minutes on you. 1 second. Viewers, in a democracy, issues come to you, and you have to examine them. You can't just shut the door. The Supreme Court has never said that you can't examine an issue. But certainly the Supreme Court has said very clearly that you cannot extend benefits. That much it has said, viewers. The DMK wants to extend benefits. Now, look, I'll read out a statement, viewers. This is a DMK MP, Tamil Nadu DMK MP. What does Mr. A. Raja say? You are a Shudra till you remain a Hindu, he said. You are the son of a prostitute till you remain as Shudra. You are a Panchaman, Dalit, till you remain a Hindu. You are an untouchable till you remain a Hindu. He said this while addressing a meeting of the DK, the Dravidar Kadagam. Now, viewers, the import is that if you are no longer a Hindu, you are none of these things. If you are none of these things, you are liberated from the tyranny of caste. Then why do you continue to need reservations? Let your own brothers who are still stuck in the Hindu faith benefit. You then become a creamy layer, which is an abuse of the system. And that abuse is being perpetuated through this resolution by the DMK. It wants to do it. What is this abuse? Casteism. Now in another faith. This is shameful, viewers. We are supposed to end it.
This.
Yes. Rahul
Shivshankar, just two lines.
No, go ahead.
Make your point. Let's be very honest. Let's be very truthful about it. This is beyond politics. This is, let me not sugarcoat it. This is conscious institutional destruction of the ancient Hindu faith and ancient Indian communities. Let me also point out something from Kerala. You will be shocked to hear this. There is an official Kerala state government organization called Kerala State Development Corporation for Christian Converts.
Yes.
Let me repeat. Kerala State Development Corporation
I came
for
across
Christian
this.
Converts. This is, I have sent you the files too. And the interesting thing is they point out that they are a financial institution that is giving financial incentives, loans and the other things. See, they are encouraging conversion and they want our unfortunately backward community people. We are all regretful about the unfortunate things in the past, but they want institutional destruction of Hindu religion because they are Hindu phobic and they want to encourage conversion and falling apart of the Hindu framework. Let us be honest about it. Had Mahatma Gandhi been alive, would he have agreed to such a thing? Mahatma Gandhi and Ambedkar ji came to reservation to protect the Hindu framework. And Mahatma Gandhi went on to say, I quote, I will die, but I will not let Hindus be divided. That's how Pune Pact and the subsequent reservations came in. So let us understand the intentions. It was to protect the Hindu community. It is absolutely abhorring that conversion is being encouraged in taxpayers' money. Through taxpayers, everyone's money, that conversion is being encouraged and they are just sugarcoating it with fancy words and jargons. It's absolutely unfortunate. I hope Supreme Court will check these kind of activities.
Well, I hope so too, because as I said, this will pose an existential threat to the Hindu faith, viewers. Now I'll tell you something, and it's a fact check for Mr. Saravanan. The centre has opposed reservation for Dalit Christians in the Supreme Court. They have gone on record. They have formed a panel, but the stated position of the government of the day is that they are opposed to it. They are going to look into it. No harm in doing so. You could take a position, but you could still also arrive at certain facts. And here is what the Centre's Social Justice Ministry has said in its affidavit before the Supreme Court. The Constitution Order 1950 was based on historical data which clearly established that no such backwardness or oppression has ever faced by members of Christian or Islamic society. When I asked Mr. Saravanan if this was true, viewers, he didn't answer my question. How do I know? He said, I'm not an expert. Any sociological observer can tell you this, viewers. You don't need to have a theological degree to examine what is happening on the ground. He is not exactly an expert on the Hindu faith to recognize that there is casteism. So viewers, watch what is going on tonight on this panel. I want to bring in Mr. Tehseen Poonawalla. Mr. Poonawalla, look, I've always regarded you as a nationalist, a person who speaks in the interest of promoting social harmony. Now, if you perpetuate the caste system in other faiths, what do you think we are going to end up doing? We are going to enslave more and more and more people in a regressive tradition, which should be moving away from. So why give them quotas if they are moving out to escape the caste oppression which they feel has held them back? Tehseen Poonawalla, I hope you take a progressive view tonight.
I have a progressive view, thank you, but unfortunately my view would be slightly different from yours, Rahul. People convert to escape from caste because they have been, a victim of that system. But when you're giving them reservations when they move out of the caste, that is for the compensation 5,000 plus years of discrimination which has happened with them. Right. And that is their right, because even while they continue to remain in the main fold, Rahul, let me give you statistics and data, and please bear with me. Yeah. How many of the most honorable Supreme Court Chief Justices since our independence have been Dalits? How many? Is it equivalent to the number of Dalits in our society? How many Vice Chancellors today in this great country of ours are Dalits? Is it equivalent to the percentage of Dalits? How many OBC or Dalit fellow citizens, and I don't believe they should be reservation in private sectors, are 9 or 8 p.m. anchors at primetime channels? I think zero. Do they not deserve it? I don't believe it should be in the private sector. Let me ask you very humbly, today in Uttar Pradesh, how many DMs, police commissioners are Dalits or OBCs? Put the data out. Therefore, I stand. Jiski jitni sankhya bhari, uski utni hissedari. If somebody is being discriminated for 5,000 years, is it not a duty of society to compensate them? That's where I'm saying. If they move to another religion, yes, the discrimination ends. But the compensation still remains, and that's the issue we are talking about. Therefore, the union government is going into this issue.
Right. Now, viewers, if they have discrimination against them for 5,000 years, and the state is actually helping them come out of it, then they can happily stay to be Hindus, viewers. And let me tell you, I don't sit here and look at people and judge them by their caste, viewers. This newsroom talk, I can tell you a lot of things about myself. And that will surprise Tehseen Poonawalla. Not everyone sitting Tehseen Poonawalla and anchoring is from the upper caste, by the way. Maybe you don't know this. But I don't want to make myself a cause here. There are also people who anchor who have been dispossessed of their lands and have had to face discrimination for the last 30, 40 years. But that doesn't mean that the state comes on a daily basis and gives you something to overcome those 40 years of loss. I've never had any benefit from the state, even though I perhaps deserve it, as you know. But the point is not that, viewers. Look how artfully people are dodging it. 5,000 years of discrimination. Well, the state is helping you out. You can still remain a Hindu. Why do you need to then convert? That's the question no one is answering. So to incentivize conversion is the real issue, viewers. And that's why I want to bring in Narayan Tirupati. The idea is to bring down the Hindu fold. That is what Rahul Ishwar is saying. Mr. Narayan Tirupati, can you address Tehseen Poonawalla, who says that why should religion come in the way? You are still going to be discriminated. What's the big deal?
See, Rahul, today what has happened is definitely unconstitutional, and I think Mr. Stalin has to answer so many questions raised by BJP. Number one, is there no caste in Christianity? That's what we have to ask, because the same Mr. Stalin, speaking in some functions, in Christian functions and Islamic functions, has very clearly said that there are no caste in Islam or Christianity. And he had already said that untouchability is not there in Islam and Christianity. All these words are from Mr. Stalin, maybe 3 years back or 4 years back, etc. Now, Mr. Stalin has to answer whether this will be constitutional or why he is doing this. He has to say, he has to apologize to the people of Tamil Nadu or India, saying that they are the savior of minority. Now he has to explain that they have said that there is no caste in Christianity and Islam. And we have been saying how the Sikhs, Dalit Sikhs have come. And if Christianity and Islam have caste, he has to say that yes, untouchability is there in Christianity and in Islam. If we say so, definitely we will say that Mr. Stalin is right in what he has said. But he has to apologize for what he has been abusing. These people in Tamil Nadu have been abusing the entire Hindu religion, so far saying that only Hindu religion has got untouchability and this discrimination was there only in Hindu religion. For this they have to apologize. And the purpose of doing this is to get votes. This is complete vote bank politics.
But Mr. Tirupati, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Will the centre entertain this demand? Or will
absolutely
they say
not.
Nothing. Nothing doing?
Absolutely not. We have already told the Supreme Court that this is not at all possible. This will be unconstitutional. We have very clearly said. Even we have rejected the Ranganath Mishra's the statement. Also, Rahul, only one thing. From 2007, Ranganath Mishra has tabled this report.
Rahul, can I comment?
What was DMK saying for what was DMK doing for 7 years?
Okay.
2007, Ranganath Mishra's report had come.
So the simple question, fair enough. So the simple question to Mr. Saravanan tonight is, do you recognize that there is casteism and discrimination in Christianity and Islam? Very quick question, sir. Yes, no, I don't want to waste time. There are two other panelists and I have to move on and I don't want to be unfair to them. Simple. Yes or no?
Yeah. See, the simple, the answer, yes. The answer is this. See, the BJP, the spokesperson of the BJP is asking our leader to apologize. Will the Prime Minister apologize for constituting a committee?
A committee, sir, is not the same as passing a resolution in an assembly. You know this. I mean, this is a ridiculous comparison.
Why are they taking this diabolical
viewers, I need to open this up. JVC Sriram is there.
No.
Okay. Mr. Saravanan.
Let the Prime Minister apologize.
Fair enough. Point taken. One second. Lower everyone's faders. I need to go to the other guests. It's not fair on them. The DMK is clearly not going to answer this question. They see everything bad in the Hindu faith. They say, as a Shudra, you know, and I'm going to quote, I'm not even going to risk viewers saying these words on my own. I'm going to quote Mr. A. Raja clearly. What Mr. A. Raja has said is the following. You're a Shudra till you remain a Hindu. You are the son of a prostitute till you remain as a Hindu. These are not things that you should be smiling about, viewers, and trivializing. These are reprehensible remarks. You are a Panchaman till you remain a Hindu. You are untouchable till you remain a Hindu. Why was this being said? To encourage conversions out. Shake off these tags. Leave this horrible faith. Join another. And now they're saying, if you do, we'll even give you benefits. That's why Rahul Ishwar is tonight saying, viewers, that this is an institutionalized destruction of the faith. JVC Sriram, please come in. What do you make of this move?
See, the Part 3 of the Constitution clearly states that scheduled caste order clearly states that no person other than Hinduism, Sikh and Buddhist religion can be deemed as a member of scheduled caste. The Supreme Court in 2015 in a ruling said once a person ceases to be an Hindu and becomes a Christian, the social and economic disabilities arising because of the Hindu religion ceases and hence is no longer necessary. Ravi Shankar Prasad, when he was the Union Law Minister, to a response to a question in Rajya Sabha, said that as per the Constitution of India and Indian statute, Hindu persons are eligible for reservation benefits like those belonging to scheduled caste cannot avail the same benefit if they convert to Christianity. Constitutionally, it is there. DMK, what did they do when they were in power in 17 years? Did they have the guts? Without support, Manmohan Singh would not have been the Prime Minister. What did they do? They were in power in the state also. They did not do anything. It is now, before the election and after the election, now yes, not one leader, including the Honorable Speaker of Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly, goes to a church and says, if the Christians had not voted, DMK would not have come to power. The Chief Minister has made these statements. It is not only vote bank politics, Rahul Shivshankar, there is also money involved in the conversion business. It is not just vote bank. Yes, DMK is viewing it for the vote bank politics. But more importantly, I want to bring in another angle here. DMK is terribly, terribly rattled. Rattled because the accusations have been kept on DMK files by Mr. Annamalai, and they are rattled. They have started to file defamation cases. They wanted to divert the attention. When the entire national media was debating on the DMK files, local channels were told, if you pick this up, it cannot.
Well, let's not go there because I can't underwrite any of this, and I don't know if this is true or not. But look, I'm not going there. That's got nothing to do with this debate. So hang on. I want to bring in Mr. Jagdishwaran. Mr. Jagdishwaran, this is what the Tamil Nadu Assembly Speaker and DMK leader, Mr. Appavu, this is what he said. He said last month, and this is some time ago, viewers, last year, this is some time back, he said, if Christian fathers and sisters were not there, Tamil Nadu would have been like Bihar. Catholic fathers and sisters only helped me grow to this position today. Tamil Nadu government is your government. You created this government. Your prayers and fasting form this government. Catholic Christians and Christian fathers are the main reasons for social justice and Dravidian model of government. Clearly, Mr. Jagdishwaran, he says that there is no inequality in the Christian tradition. If there is no inequality, then what is the reason to give quotas? The faith itself will empower, will make them rise, like Mr. Appavu is saying.
I will exactly quote what our CM Stalin said in the assembly today. People from the Adi Dravidar community continue to face social problems and atrocities even after they change the religion. So I would say DMK is accepting that even after converting to Christianity, this atrocity is continuing. But they're accepting it. This is what happened in the assembly today. So you have been asking this question, is DMK accepting it? Yes, DMK is accepting it. This is happening. And somebody even quoted Ambedkar and said, why are we giving this reservations to SCs in Buddhism and Sikhism? And why are we doing that? If somebody was quoting Ambedkar approved it. Ambedkar, he asked people to convert to Buddhism so that they could be liberated, right? Were not people liberated when they converted to Christian, when they converted to Buddhism? And why was they again given IC status? Why were they given again Adi Dravida community status? It's the same problem that is happening again. So even if they're going to be converted,
there's a slight difference, sir. There is a slight difference, Mr. Jagdishwan. This point has been gone into.
In the Sikh and the Buddhist.
No, 1 second. This point has gone in. This has been gone into, and this is a point that needs to be emphasized. Both Islam and Christianity say they're casteless societies.
That's it.
They say that there is a homogeneity, and they say it with reference to another tradition, the Hindu tradition. So if you do believe it, then you should be telling the government, then we don't need all these concessions, we will take care of our own. So viewers, there is a big difference here. And we need to ask ourselves, just what is going on? Is there a movement to incentivize conversions away from Hinduism? And I told you, viewers, I began by saying that in this country, the faith has held steadfast because the people have had faith in it. It has been under attack for 1,000+ years. It is not a proselytizing faith. So it actually is on not an equal level playing field. If you incentivize conversions, then there becomes a huge problem. A huge problem. Viewers, we continue with this theme of discrimination, but this time we take you